Hello and welcome to a new budget video from Copenhagen. I'm here on the main square. Behind me you have the town hall of the city, and I'm going to the oldest bakery in the city called St. Peter's Bakery to get a pastry that was recommended to me by my friend Megan, who you might have seen in videos. Yeah, let's head there. I'm going to put the prices on the screen in US dollars, as I always do. So I've just left the St. Peter's Bakery and came here to this, I think it's called Ørestad Park, which is actually really beautiful. That's the view I'm currently facing, this beautiful little lake, and I got my breakfast, lunch, whatever that is here. Probably brunch, let's call that. It's right in the middle, because it's currently about 1 p.m, which for me isn't too late. I'm going to show you now what I bought, and then we're going to put a price tag on that. Alright, let the feast begin. Here we have a chai latte, which is actually really, really delicious. Then this is I think a focaccia or some sort of sandwich with serrano ham and pesto. And then this one is a raspberry tart. All very, very good, and you'll be surprised when I tell you that I spent 152 Danish crowns on this. Now, how much is that in US dollars? A bit over 20, I would say. Let's dig in, and I'm gonna catch you all once I leave this park and head to the next destination of the day. Okay, look at this. How cute is that? I've left the park and now I'm here in the old town of Copenhagen in front of the round tower, which I would like to climb. The cost of that is 40 Danish crowns, and here it is. So apparently you can go right to the top, which I'm gonna attempt to do right now. Although the line is pretty long, unfortunately. I got my ticket and now I'm on the way to the top of the round tower, which looks like this, by the way. Just left the round tower and heading towards the third of the royal palaces. I've already seen Amalienborg and Christiansborg Palace, and this is going to be the third one, which I forgot the name of. Oh, Rosenborg, that's what it is. This is Rosenborg Palace behind me, which I could enter, but I'm not going to. And you can see all the royal cars right there with the special number plates stood in front of the palace. How cool. While entering the palace costs 20 USD, the gardens are free. So that's what I'm doing right now, just walking through these beautiful gardens. This is a military property behind me, but you can enter that palace over there. And I guess that's what all the people are waiting for. I want to take this opportunity to speak about the prices here in Denmark, which are higher than Sweden, but pretty much the same as in Norway. These are the only 3 Scandinavian countries I've been to so far, and I do have to say Sweden's a bit cheaper than the other 2. However, Copenhagen is not as bad as I thought. The hotels are probably the most expensive compared to the other two destinations, the other two capitals, Stockholm and Oslo. But it's not horrendous. Looking at the rising cost of living in other places in Central Europe and Western Europe, it's actually pretty similar to, let's say, Germany, and even cheaper than the UK. To be fair, most of the world is cheaper than the UK at the moment, but still. I'm now on the way to a place called Freetown, Christiania, which is very popular with tourists. I don't know what's there. I haven't seen a single photo of it, but I'm ready to go there and check it out. And then this on the left of me is the National Bank of Denmark. Obviously it looks like a fortress because all the Danish money reserves, all the financial reserves of the country are stored there, I would assume. And then this right here is the little canal that divides the main part of Copenhagen from Freetown, Christiania. And apparently you can take a boat over it. And there's Christiansborg Palace. I mean, that is super cute. Look at these little cafes right by the water. Alright, Christiania, and somebody's screaming. It's that guy. Great first impression, isn't it? This is very interesting. Everything's graffitied and there's a bit of anarchy here. There's a flea market, look at that. I feel like I've left Copenhagen and I'm now somewhere completely different. Christiania is a community of people on the left of the spectrum, and they try to legalize marijuana. They have a certain stance on, situation in the Middle East. I've genuinely not heard of this place before I came here, and I really should have, because this is amazing and it's so large. It's such a vast area. I can't overstate how big this place is. And there's a whole lake in the middle of it. You just walk and walk and walk. There was like a map in the beginning, and I was like, why do you need a map for? Just a tiny part of Copenhagen. But no, it's massive. So I've just read about this place, and apparently it started out in 1971 as a flower power community on a squatted military base. So this used to be a military area, and squatters took over. And, they've been here for, 50 plus years, which is absolutely insane. You have these little houses all over the place. So people are living here. Also, crazily enough, this isn't like somewhere on the outskirts of the city. This is literally about 15 minutes from the center. This is like 10 minutes from Christiansborg Palace. It is so close to the city center, and this is just here. Freetown, Christiania. What a cool experience. And the best thing about it is it's 100% free. Now that I've done a whole lap around this lake, I feel like my activities for the day are pretty much completed. Everything I wanted to do has been done. So now I'm gonna go to the main shopping street here in Copenhagen to get some clothes. Because I still have some space in my backpack and I want to buy maybe a pair of pants because I only brought one. And maybe a t-shirt. So let's check it out. Alright, I'm now at Zara and I'm gonna try on some clothes and see how much that costs if I buy anything. And that's a no. These are yes. And with that, I've made it back to my accommodation. They've made my room, which I'm very happy about. And yeah, I got some stuff on the way. You've seen that little clip from Zara. I got these pants, which are down here. And let me show you. So these pants cost me a grand total of 299 Danish krona, which is around 40 euro, a little more in USD. So not too bad, but then again, it's Zara, so I guess it's the same price anywhere in the world. But then I also got a coffee here in the hotel, as well as some sandwiches. Yeah, these chicken, I think bacon, egg, whatever sandwiches. That was also 80 krona, so about 10, 11 euro. Or $12, something like that. I'll put it on the screen as I always do. Yeah, there's like a not really dinner, but like a little snack, merienda, as they say it in Spain. Now I'm going to chill out a little bit, and then because it's my last night here in Copenhagen, I might go out and have a drink or two in some bar. And if I also have some food, I will update the prices accordingly. This room, by the way, was 120 euros, or around 130 USD. Is it good value for a room in Copenhagen? I mean, it's expensive. It might be good value, but it's still, I can't deny how expensive it is. But it's a very expensive country, and this is actually the most I've ever paid for a hotel anywhere in the world. I think the most I've paid until now was in Vienna and in Oslo, which was about 110 euro each. And this is just a little more. Also, I do have to say the hotels in Vienna and Oslo were a little bit better than this. So this has to be the most expensive accommodation which I've ever slept in. And with that, I've made it back to the accommodation. I've just had some wok for dinner. To be honest, it is pretty late. It's like 1 a.m. at this point. Yeah, I went out, had a beer and a cocktail at a bar, then went to have Chinese, and the price for the beer was, I believe, was it 55? Yeah, it was 55 krona for the beer, and it was 125 krona for the wok. Oh yeah, also the cocktail, which was it 75 or 80? It was 80. It was 80 krona for that as well. So I spent a total of 135 in the bar, and then 125 in that in that Chinese place. So let's put everything on the screen, everything I spent today, including this accommodation as well. Just showing you guys again, and you're gonna see the total damage right now on the screen. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, because there will be a lot more from other destinations in Europe, in Asia very soon as well. And I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.